Speaking of mates,
Oh,
so so I was watching
mate.
Tiff and I watched Joe Budden a bit. I know you're into it as well.
mhm.
And they had a segment today. Now I think you've been watching it more than me because you seem to be aware. I couldn't believe they were doing this. You're like, yeah, they do it all the time. So
Yeah,
there's
mention it, yeah.
a segment called Homie's Court. So basically, they play the intro to one of those like fucking court TV shows, and they talk in like a judge and jury thing, and they trying to basically pin something in Australia we call your mate. Bless you. And over here, I guess they call it your man's. So it's the same thing as yo, come get your man's, right? So your mate is just like if there's somebody that's maybe fucking up. There's a I guess like it's your man, like whoever's friend did it, whoever brought that person or whatever, it's your man. Like get your mate. In Australia, it's just funny. I think your mate.
You're responsible for
their behavior because you brought them, so it's on you. So Notion and I have a legendary your mate situation that we've never got to the bottom to, and it's been 10
We have.
years. No, because we don't agree, so therefore we're not at the bottom of it. Tiffany sides with you on this one, so. Now, I actually tried to bring in a friend from Australia about this because I thought there might be rules to the
Bring
mateship.
it in a neutral party.
A neutral party, and he was asking a bunch of questions that I didn't think were relevant.
Right.
So we thought, you know what, let's just do a fuck around. I can only think of this one because this is the one situation. We're going to be vague to protect the identity of the people involved because we just don't, I don't want to make fun of anybody. No, I'm not going to...
Darren.
Do we want to give him a name?
Just call him Darren.
Call him Darren. All right. It's not his
Darren.
name, but we're going to call him Darren. So we had been in Canada, I want to say 4 or 5 days. Very, very fresh. This was 2010. Walking to a venue. How specific should I go? Should I not really talk about the artist? We went to a venue. All right, I'll be more vague. We went to a venue.
There,
And went to a venue. Wasn't super packed. In Toronto. Knew a couple people. I knew the people who were performing or who were running it. So we wanted to come see people who were fresh or excited to be there. Trying to network, blah, blah, blah.
Yep, Hip Hop Night, Queen Street.
Yep. Chofsky's, I think it's closed now. Now.
Yep, old school.
Now, this is what I only know the after part. So you have to tell you what happened. So basically, I knew one person, the main person who was like the host, who was a popular rapper in Toronto who doesn't seem to do it anymore.
And there was a DJ who's also the mayor's there.
Yes, but we only met him that night. So tell me from your side, because it came to me after. So you have that next point of contact, and this is the crux of my argument.
So
is this point of contact?
I was talking to the rapper friend that we knew that you mentioned just now.
Yes.
So you were talking to Mans, and I'm just there, dolo, post up, like, literally in front of the DJ booth, like where
I can picture it. Yeah.
DJ's there. So was it Darren? Did I call him
Darren? You got him Darren.
So fuck me.
So Darren comes out, right?
Darren, Dazza.
Right.
Dazza comes up. He's
Yeah.
like, hey, are you C? And I'm like, I think he said UC4 or UC. Yeah, I think it was C4. I think he said UC4.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, no, that's that's brother over there. So he's like, oh, so you're Notion? I'm like, yeah, man, we're just here, and then and he's like, oh, I want to talk to him, kind of thing. I'm like, okay, well, obviously he's with Kant's car. I didn't say that. I was like, obviously, whatever, like however that went. Obviously we were, a couple of drinks in.
Whatever. Of course, yeah.
So that was as brief as you can get it. So he came up to me, thinking I was you.
Okay.
And said, I said, you're over there. He's like, oh, so you are his brother, or something about his brother or whatever, and then your Notion then. So he knew your name and he knew my name and he knew obviously Becca's name. So that was it. And
that was what happened. Okay.
That's essentially, that's it.
Right. So then without getting into... So that's the point of contact. Then you brought him over and go, hey, this dude, Darren. Hey, this is C. I'm like, hey, Darren, what's up, bro? Blah, 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 right? So he was familiar. We just moved to Canada. We didn't know anyone knew us here. And they knew us for music. And we were just like, that's kind of crazy. Okay.
It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Right. Because we're getting a little bit of traction on the blog.
Seemed okay.
Right. That night. Then Darren had proceeded after the fact to attend our future gigs in Toronto, and as they said, and also not even just the gigs. The gigs were one thing, but then come out with us. He was, trying to be friends, which was cool, and essentially act a fool. Mans was young, Mans was wildin'. I won't go into specifics. It was problematic, and it was someone that we didn't want to be associated with. Right. So now to the point. When you determine mateship, and this is how This is why I wanted to check with the Aussie who might be more tapped into the world of mateship. There's different circumstances. One of the things that I personally hold dear when it comes to mateship is first point of contact. Hit that specific thing. So I have arguments with other friends in Canada that I've taught your mate to, and they think it's pretty funny, particularly in the beer scene. There's certain individuals in the beer scene, there's a lot of dickheads, unfortunately. So we have like, no, yeah, he always talks to me, but you met him first, he's your fucking mate, and they seem to be comfortable and run with that. I've had to claim a few mates in my time. Okay, we've all been responsible for a mate, is what it is. So I would argue that because the point of contact was you, and even though he was asking for me, he was also still familiar with you.
That I was you, though.
Correct.
Even though we looked the same, he approached me as in, "Yo, what up, C?"
Totally, and that is a very valid point. So I do see your point of mateship.
That's the thing.
That's your thing. So your thing is that
it's not my man. It's not my man. He's looking for you, fam.
So so I love this, and I want to hear what y'all think. Need to hear what y'all think. I've been wanting to do this for so long. So thank you for being a dumbass and doing this with me, Brad.
God damn it.
I appreciate you.
Kill you.
I love you. So
love you.
So Tiffany, unfortunately, he was my girlfriend. She says he is, and
she's
why are you putting a gut? She says Craig's mate, but she means C's mate. You're not allowed to put our Govies on blast. And she said Brad was just the conduit. Wow, Govies, Tiff. Wow. Wow. I did say it a couple times. She said C. She said C, sorry, and Notion. Okay. She said Brad was the conduit. So Tiff is on your side completely.
Man's is like a pivotal joint, fam.
Okay. So
I don't know.
If
I'm drunk now. It's your fault.
No, I understand, and you're allowed to be because that's what the fuck
I'm as drunk
is.
as fucking Jada Kiss, alright? Piss off.
You're like, yeah, you just start leaning on your
not
planks
actually.
and shit. No, I think it'd be funny if you were. So because he came up to you first, even if he did if he was just asking for me and he didn't know who you were and maybe we were just friends or something, or even if you were still my brother and he just didn't know who you were, I can see your argument. The reason I don't accept your point of view is because he knew who you were still. So even if he saw me there,
he came up and said,
but he was like, oh, so you're Notion. Yeah. But he could have come up to me
because of the fucking process of elimination, my man.
Right, but it could have been vice versa. He could have come up to me and thought I was you, and I would be like, no, he's over there. Right?
With the fucking salt and pepper, how you going?
At the time, I didn't.
Were there.
No, but I had the stupid, hardly any beard at the time. I had no... I had
the fucking baby little pube hairs.
Okay,
anyway.
So but the point is, we still... Oh, Tiff is just shouting out your Monstera plant in the background. She's loving it.
I'm flexing it still, so I'm leaning this way. Thank you. His name's Monty.
And,
I
like it.
He just grew a whole new ting still, so Plant Daddy... represents.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm out here.
You know what I'm
saying?
Out
here doing the thing.
I didn't think I called myself Plant Daddy. I'm going to get an Instagram before you, so I'm Plant Daddy.
Dude, you motherfuckers, you got to give them names. If it doesn't have a
name.
No,
we got every single plant in this place has a name. They're very, very lazy names, but they're names.
You're going to be sick.
You have to be sick.
It's either alliteration or personality wise.
Yes, but typically if you just get them, you got to name them
Just got to. I mean,
if it's a cactus plant, so you call it cactog.
Well, for example, I got mine over here, right? This is Calvin the cactus, okay? Man's is sick. It's fucking.
That's a nice cactus. I like that. That's a good one.
Huge. He's got mad dongs, right?
Calvin's a good one. Calvin's a good one. You're deflecting from the your mate situation, but it's okay.
Anyway, your mate. It's your mate, all right?
Wait.
Nah. Asking for you. It's your mate.
Tiff just said, if we're at a brewery and someone knows who I am and asks for C certified brewhead, then they are your mate, C. And she's like, hey, Monty, hey. So, look, first of all, I disavow that. Yes, they were looking for me, but they still know you, and they didn't know me at the time, right? If they're looking for me, and they come onto either of y'all, and they know that I'm associated, but they still know who you are, just because they wanted to talk to me, it's still, I still think it's first point of contact. If neither of us know him, and he still knows you, he's your mate. He's your mate. Your mate. Your mate. This episode is called Your Mate. Your fucking mate.
Your fucking mate with a bunch of asterisks in it.
Yeah, your mate. So
can you do characters in a title, bro? Or does it fuck
you do you can. It's all about SEO. So we could do it. Your mate is probably something people search for.
Just do your mate, yeah.
Yeah. So either way, so we've all decided. Have the internet's decided that Brad is Notion's mate? Notion's mate.
It's your mate. No, it's Cee's mate. Yeah, sweet. All right, we can move on. All right, next topic on the block.
Next topic. Oh, the new music.
New music this week, Craig. What have you been listening to?
I've been listening to. Well, I listened to the song by Cee called "Notion's Mate."
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a great song. I can tell.
How's it go?
Goes, Notion's mate is Darren is Notion's mate.
Oh, you're such a cunt, eh?
Darren is Notion's mate. All right.
Hey,